What's up guys, it's Fifa Chief here and welcome back to another video on my channel. Today we have for you some insane Team of the Year investments that are going to help you make a ton of coins on FIFA 21. So if you are enjoying the content, please subscribe. Over 90% of you that watch my videos aren't subscribed and it helps me out a ton. And make sure to go check me out on Twitch, Twitter, and Discord, all linked in the description below. And please go drop me a follow or whatever you want on those platforms. It helps me out a ton. So let's jump right into these investments. So guys, with Team of the Year right around the corner, basically we keep in mind that with these promos, especially Team of the Year, we a lot of times get these daily SBCs, typically called like Team of the Year Challenge, that just require a certain team to get a pack. And a lot of people want to do these because everyone wants to pack a Team of the Year. So with these investments, what I like to do is I like to pick up common golds from major leagues in certain positions that are going to go up in price when these SBCs come out, and we can get them all for dirt cheap right now, especially since commons are super low because of all the player pick SBCs and stuff going away now. All the commons, there's not as much demand for them, so they're pretty cheap right now. So what I like to start out by doing is I like to go through each major league, and we're going to be looking at right backs, left backs, right mids, left mids from the major league and the nation that league is. So basically we'd be looking at English guys in the Premier League, we'd be looking at French guys in the French League, we'd be looking at Italian guys in the Italian League, and so on. And basically we look at right backs, left mids, left backs, right mids, because basically these guys, when certain SBCs come out, it always depends on the formation, and these are cards that always go up a ton because I feel like it's not cards that a lot of people invest in or hold on to just because they're not that common. So as you can see, all the right backs from all the major leagues are going about 700 to 800 coins, meaning we could go through every major league and pick up whatever we wanted here for 600 coins on bid and send it into the club. And now obviously you want to get it for as cheap as you can on bid. So I would go through, I'd bid on every single card here. I'm going to get one of every card. I don't want to go unassigned. I want to just pick up cards and store them in the club. So I like to get one of every single player here and just send them to the club. So I'd start in the Premier League. I'd go right back. Then I'd go over to left back here and I'd go and bid on all these cards who have no bids on them. So we might be able to win them for cheap. Now, you're going to want to keep tabs on your bids, so going between here and your transfer targets and making sure you're bidding the correct amount, able to pick these cards up. But yeah, basically you're just going to go through all the major leagues and you're just going to go through, try to pick up these guys for as cheap as possible on bid, get one of every single card and just store it in your club until we start getting these daily SBCs. And as long as the correct formation is released, which at some point it will because we get a lot of the SBCs, basically these cards, I've seen basically the right backs, left backs, right mids, left mids can go as high as about 1,500 coins, and minimum they're going to go up to 1,000 at one point. So you can basically double your coins no matter what on these cards. Now obviously you need to keep an eye on your transfer targets here on the cards you're bidding on. That guy's 650. I'm going to let him go, try to win a different one for cheaper. Now I'm going to try to pick them all up for 600 or cheaper. Basically I'd like to get 500, but I don't think that's going to happen. And maybe if we wait a bit longer, or you wait for, I didn't mean to remove him, I meant to bid on him. So this is always a more effective method, super late at night for the US, and obviously like middle of the night for the UK, when there's not many people in the game. You're able to get a lot of good deals on bid, and it's also very good on squad battles rewards night and whenever Foot Champs and Rivals rewards are out as well, because there's a lot more of these common cards on the market and not as many people bidding on these because they're focused on building their actual teams or on Sundays selling their squads. So you're able to get these guys for a lot cheaper than they go for right now. But basically the idea of this is we're going to be picking up these common cards because they're low in value right now. There's no reason for anyone to go and pick these up. So basically we're going to go through and we're going to pick up as many of them as possible, store them in the club, and then in 2 weeks time when we start getting these daily Team of the Year challenges, anything like that, then we're going to have these all in our club and we're going to be able to sell them on for very good profit because we invested way before there was any reason to invest. And that's kind of the idea with investing, is you want to invest when there's absolutely no reason to invest because the cards are at their lowest value and you're able to pick them up for nice and cheap and then sell them on when the prices have gone up due to SBCs, objectives, whatever it may be. So as you can see, the Premier League's always one that's going to be more expensive. I really like the La Liga when I'm doing these type things. I find on Footbin as well, a lot of the solutions for SBCs use the La Liga, so these guys typically go up in price more. So I'm a big fan of getting the Spanish players in the La Liga as well. The Premier League, they typically go up the most, but the La Liga is probably right behind them. But La Liga is easier to pick up for cheap right now, as opposed to the Premier League. As you can see, a lot of people were willing to bid like 600, 700 coins on some of these cards, as you can see there. But as long as you can get these guys for 600 coins, then it's absolutely no big deal. But again, I would try to get for 600 or less, as it seems like what people are doing here. And you can do sniping as well to pick these cards up, but I just think that mass bidding is definitely the most efficient method for this. But you could always just go, let's say like Premier League, English, Defender, and if we went and checked the price here, these guys are probably going about 700, and you could sit here and you can try to snipe these cards, but there's going to be a lot of people doing that. It's going to be tough to pick them up, but you could always just do that. Yeah, they sell about 750. So basically you could just go 600 and sit here and try to snipe these guys if that's really what you want to do. But I think the mass bidding is definitely the most efficient method for this, and it helps you get the most cards as long as you're making sure you're bidding the correct amount. And if you didn't want to waste a ton of time trying to get them for super cheap, you could just go through, bid 600 on every card, and just move on. You'd win pretty much everything, I'd assume. It's really not too difficult. But guys, if you have any questions, just ask me down in the comments below. That's going to be it for this video. If you did enjoy it, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next video.